Alrighty, so I typed in here Azure fundamentals and about 1,581,152 documents showed up. That's a ton of information. With that being said, you can narrow your content. You can make it more specific. So if you're looking for just documentation to read, we have that available. If you're looking for training, if you want to understand how you can get certified within Azure, that's under credentials. If you want to review the Q&A, references, and again, those shows. So we'll go into the documentation piece here. Actually, you know what? Yep. So Azure Security Fundamentals documentation on that tab. Alrighty, so there are a ton of different areas where you can learn about Azure Security Fundamentals. So the first tab here is going to be an overview. It'll give you a high-level introduction into Azure Security in particular, okay? So it'll give you the overview. We'll discuss the Azure platform. Each one of these, I want to say fundamentals overview, always has a note. And it says, like, the primary focus on this document is customer facing. It gives you the summary, operations. If you want to learn about Sentinel, Defender, resource management, I mean, it goes on and on and on and on and on. Okay, but I'm going to go back here because we don't really want to focus on security. Okay, so we're going to go back to this main tab and I'm going to type in, go back to the learn. So Azure. Okay, type in Azure certification path. Which one do we want? So let me do this instead. The only negative I would say about this, as you can see, there's so much information. So you have to really type in what you want to focus on. And then we'll bring up the document. Okay, here we go. So Microsoft Azure Fundamentals, I'm going to take this. I'll put this link in the chat so you guys have access to it as well. Okay, so those of you that are interested in the Azure 900 certification, there is a learning path that you can take within the learn.microsoft.com website. So again, the level is beginner, role is administrator. This course is a one-day course. And this is kind of, so there's a ton of different modules that you have access to. It'll describe cloud computing, the benefits of using cloud services, describe cloud service types, so on and so forth. Within this learning portal, it'll also tell you how many units you've actually completed within the module. You'll go from one module to the next, so on and so forth. So we'll take you through this quick demo. So we'll click start. So within cloud computing, it's going to share with you what are the learning objectives. What are you supposed to actually learn and take from this learning platform? These are some of the prerequisites they recommend that you have. So basic familiarity, with IT terms and concepts, which I'm sure most of us have. And if not, that's okay. If you don't have that familiarity, this learning path will take you through that. Okay, so we'll start. Again, it'll kind of give you the introduction to Azure Fundamentals. What is Azure Fundamentals? Why should you take the Fundamentals exam? So if I haven't convinced you enough, feel free to read this of why you should kind of take that exam. Okay. Another area I think is important is, okay, you've done the fundamentals course, you're ready to go ahead and take that AZ 900 exam. I believe you guys have access to that here. I know I do as a Microsoft employee. So if we type in the AZ 900 exam, all of our exams that I've taken, I've actually done through Purview, the Purview website. I want to see your attempts. This is Q&A. I'm going to see. Willie, do you know? Oh, here, maybe if I go to credentials. I haven't done this one in so long.
Which part are you looking for?
I'm looking for the actual certification. So, you know where when you go into, maybe it's down here. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you're saying the schedule? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's at the bottom of each one.
Okay, here it is. Yeah. Okay. So let me scroll back up to the top. So again, we went and I typed in the AZ 900, clicked in the search. I said AZ 900 certification. That's going to take me to this main screen here. Microsoft Certified Azure Fundamentals. Again, this is at a glance, this is where we jumped into the overview. Okay, and if you've already completed this course, which I recommend you complete that first, you can also take and participate in any practice exams. Again, those are not, everything is free of charge on the site. There's a demo you can go through. Okay, now I'm ready to take the exam. I've studied, I've gone through the demos, I'm ready. You can either schedule your exam through Pearson VUE or Certiport. I typically go through Pearson. So you'll just click on that schedule my exam. Mine, I do want to share with you, mine is going to look a little bit different because I am a Microsoft employee. So I believe it looks a little bit different from what you guys will see on your end.
Lauren, we have a question real quick. It says,
Oh,
can
yeah.
I use Google search instead of Bing to navigate easily through these certifications?
Absolutely. So the search engine that you use when you're utilizing learn.microsoft.com doesn't matter. You can use any search engine, whether it be Bing or Google, to access. It's just you want to make sure you type in learn.microsoft.com, and then you're utilizing within that Learn platform to find the certifications that you're interested in. Great question. Okay, so I can't use this right now. It's not working, but essentially that once you log in, you know, once you click I want to take my exam, it'll take you to a different page, like kind of a third party page, and you can register for your Pearson exam there. But the main purpose that I wanted to share with you all on the call is that this learn.microsoft.com website is a great resource for you all to start studying for your certifications. Again, we will send out a copy of this PowerPoint presentation so you can see what those certifications that we recommend for you all to participate in. But a great opportunity to study for those is the LinkedIn Learning site. Sorry, Willie, were you going to say something?
No. Go ahead. I was just going to hop in and say that the one thing that differentiates us from other companies is that most companies, they offer the certification for free, but you have to pay for the learning, versus us, we offer the learning for free and the modules and the sandboxes and everything, and then you just have to take care of paying for the actual certification. So I always tell people to kind of look at it that way, is that you're not paying to actually learn it, you're just paying to take the certification once you complete the learning.
Yep. And then also another key point is, some of you might be wondering, how hard are these exams? They're not very challenging. I mean, once you go through I want to say the hardest one so far for me has been the AZ 900 exam. That one is a pretty tough one. Some folks, they find it a lot easier than I do. I found it a bit challenging. If you want more, if you go onto the site and you feel like you want more access to learning, there are some Microsoft employees that have created content on YouTube specifically around the AZ 900 exam. So there's tons of content you can find on YouTube, but I recommend starting first with the learn.microsoft.com is your first starting point. You can learn again about all of our products, our new products, ones that are coming out, all of those things, okay? So now I'm going to go back and share the PowerPoint screen. Give me 1 second here. Okay, I'm going to move this over. So before we go to the next slide, which is, I believe it's focusing on LinkedIn learning, and Willie is going to lead that conversation. But before we go there, did anyone have any other questions on the learn.microsoft.com website?